Hello, Pisces. So this is a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you hear a little puppy whining, that is what you're hearing. She keeps handing me her toy and wanting me to throw it for her while I'm doing this, so I apologize. All right. Your first layer of cards is going to be in fast forward to save on time. So you'll see me laying out the cards really fast, and then I'll come back on in real time and clarify. Just keep in mind that the readings tend to change and get more clear as we go. Sometimes they can actually turn on a dime. So as we're clarifying, I guess what I like to say when I'm opening is just be patient, because if you were drawn here because of the title, but we're not really there yet in the beginning of the reading, just hang tight, because if you were drawn to the title, then there's a message in here for you. So let's go ahead and get started. This is for Pisces. Okay, Pisces. So I'll start with your rune, just to kind of give you the meanings of each walk of life. So you have the rune here. When it comes to relationships, this is the rune for reflection. If there is healing that needs to be done, it's kind of facing our fears. And for the original runes, maybe just personal stuff, when it's not about relationships and such. This rune can stand for standstill, like things are kind of not moving at the moment. So let's go ahead and jump in. So I have under the deck the Two of Pentacles. So this can be talking about juggling things, biting off more than we can chew, just really almost like in order for something new to come in, we have to put one of these things down. That's kind of underneath everything. Now, the very first card out of the deck always goes here for me. That's the heart of your reading. You got 3 cards that came out. If it's more than 3, I put it back. It was only 3. So you got the Queen of Cups. This is representing you. You are the water sign. You are the Queen of Cups. But it's also showing me that you're presenting as a queen, so you're perceiving the world around you the queens represent how we perceive the world around us, and the kings are how we navigate the 3D. So you're perceiving the world very much in your element. Also, under the deck with this was the moon, and that is your card as well. And that makes sense when it comes to the original runes, or the healing that's needed could be facing your fears, when we have the moon. However, this came out with the 7 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. Now, as you can see, it usually shows rough waters over here and calm waters over here. It's representing things are going to start moving. You're going to be moving to calmer waters. This does talk about a standstill, however. So it's interesting how much the rune keeps popping up throughout the reading. The Seven of Pentacles is when we are waiting to harvest our fruits. We're waiting to collect our money. We're waiting to whatever it is, you know. We're waiting for our review at our job. We're waiting to be able to get promoted. We're waiting for our turn. And it can feel like we need patience, you know, it can feel like, it's taking too long, you know, is this ever going to happen for me, sort of thing. And this is showing that things will be moving there will be movement. So to have patience and you know, trust your intuition or face your fears, whatever you need to do, you are in your element. This is kind of the past card of how you're kind of coming into this whole reading, and you're coming in a little bit analysis paralysis. The Eight of Swords is that self-imprisonment that we put ourselves in, where it's like, I can't. It's a feeling of, I can't do this. A feeling of your mind racing. A feeling of there is no right way, you know, things like that. So your mind is racing. You could feel like you're analyzing things a lot. That is the past. So now you're more trusting, you're facing your fears and trusting your intuition and trying to be patient. And then we come over here to the Death card with the Knight of Swords. And under the deck was the King of Swords. So that's showing me how you're taking action, how you're navigating the actual 3D. So you're going full force to either close something out that's no longer serving you. So it's definitely like a chapter is closing and you're heading towards, you're like waiting for this new thing to begin, so to speak. The Hierophant down here had the Page of Swords under the deck. So the Page of Swords can be a curiosity kind of card where we're curious or we're trying to get more information or we're learning things. And the Hierophant can be that as well, but many different things. So with that under the deck, that's letting me know that you're trying to gain more knowledge. Maybe you're taking a course, you know, it can be different levels of needing more information or gaining knowledge. So this could be going to school, taking a class, learning something, or just needing more information about what's going on. We have the Four of Swords. This is the very center of the reading. There is kind of like a need for rest and relaxation and like a reset. And then we have the Ten of Swords over here, where it's the ending of being kicked while you're down. The Ten of Swords is absolutely, a lot of times the Ten of Swords comes first, and then we need to do this action where we are kind of reflecting on what has happened and we're resting and we're gaining our energy back again. But because we have this, it's almost like, I'm going to need to clarify, but it's almost like there is still, you know, one more hard thing to come, so you need to rest before that. I'm not sure. However, when we come down here, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and under the deck was the Ace of Swords. So it's almost like that's showing me that you're seeing clear, you're like seeing clearly of this new opportunity that has come. You're seeing this new opportunity very clear, and you'll be able to benefit from this opportunity. And then we're in the Queen of Swords, where it's interesting how you go from your element to I'm swords now, like where I'm forcefully going for this. This needs to close out and end. So, you know, basically what I was saying here, you need to put something down so that you can pick up this new pentacle. You know, your hands are full. You're juggling too much. So you have to set something down, close something out there with the Death card. And it's almost like once you realize that, you're a force to be reckoned with, because we have the Knight of Swords. That's action, that fast moving. He's the fastest knight. And then we also have the Queen of Swords, who is the one that cuts out what's no longer serving her. And then Judgment is all about this awakening of things and parts of you that can have a second chance at something. It can be a choice, like a big decision, life-changing decision. It's almost like you're wiser now, you know, with the Hierophant card. You're wiser, you understand what you need to know, and you're going to have a better shot at something. So we need to clarify, because a lot of this is quite vague when it comes to why do we have the Four of Swords here and then the Ten of Swords here, and all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify. Welcome in, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Help me clarify this reading for Pisces. This was almost a reading where, as I was pulling them, there was so much going on with the cards that I was pulling and underneath the deck. It was like unfortunate that I am doing it in fast forward, because those are readings that I like to talk through as I'm doing it. But then it takes longer because we still do need clarity. So, Mish, I can't, honey, I can't throw your toy for you. I don't even see it. All right, so the Eight of Swords makes sense that you're coming into a reading feeling like you can't see a way out, like in the past you've been analyzing and having a lot of, this is like a mental jail. Okay, so that makes sense. I don't need to clarify that. We have the Six of Swords. That's kind of like being patient till things move on to calmer waters. So I think what I want to do is clarify this section here. Where is this baby? I might need to put this up so you can't have it. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify the Knight of Swords with the Death card here. Oh. The King of Cups. So that is your element. We have a keyword that talks about control. So with the King of Cups, he is, wow, that's interesting, because I had the King of Swords under the deck when I was doing this. So it was like, I felt like you were navigating this situation in that air element, but you're also showing up here as the King of Cups. It says control here, and with the King of Water, which is your element, you're the master of your emotions. You do not let your emotions run you. However, you don't necessarily talk about your emotions. Let's see what's under the deck. Four of Cups. So there is another four here. So with the Four of Cups, that can feel like not wanting to take a certain offer, being done with something or bored with something, kind of blah. So if that is the feeling when it comes to how you emotionally feel about something, then that could explain why we are in such a hurry to end it. So I feel like you are in a hurry to end something that you are not feeling anymore. Something is not bringing you, the good feelings anymore. Okay, so we need to clarify the Four of Swords. Because it's like you're not letting it emotionally control you, because you've mastered your emotions. And then with the Four of Cups under the deck right there, it's letting me know that you're not happy with that situation and you're in a hurry to end it. So you're not being controlled by the emotional side of it. You're taking control yourself. You're clear, and then there we have, with the swords, with the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords showing up over there too. You're very much clear and decisive what you need to do. So let's clarify this Four of Swords. Sorry about the dog. She is being... Ooh, Devil. Okay. So that could explain why there is a need to rest and recoup, because there is a Devil energy. So that could be whatever that you're in a hurry to get out of. So clearly, this is a long time coming. I mean, we have the mental jail here, and then the Devil card here. It's like a little Devil card and a big Devil card. So you're needing to really so then this would let me know that this is why this is here, because this is representing the end of it. But let's go ahead, look at the under of the deck. So Three of Wands, planning and preparing, having a vision for things to move forward, so to speak. So when it comes to the Devil, that's letting me know that you're planning on shedding a Devil energy, shedding something that's not good for you. You know, whether it's just like, oh, I'm going to start eating better, you know, that sort of thing. Whether I'm going to not drink so much, or you're literally leaving something that is not healthy for you, in that sense of, because it's like fast moving, I need to end this. So that's making me feel like this Devil energy could be representing a person in your life. Come on, guys. So the Hierophant I might need to clarify, because the Hierophant could be representing a person, someone that, like a mentor, someone that that you look up to, a teacher, boss, pastor, you know, that sort of thing. With the under the deck, when I have two little chihuahuas that are playing, so under the deck we had the Page of Swords here. So that was, you know, the Page of Swords can also be the spying card, where if you're spying, someone's spying on your social media accounts, that sort of thing. So let me clarify the Hierophant, and then we're going to clarify the Ten of Swords. Whoa. So we have the Fool card. Like a new path, a new beginning. So that is kind of confirming the first kind of way I was feeling, to where you're gaining knowledge on something, maybe taking a new course or something like that. So this is something new to you that you need to get more knowledge on. Whatever this, when you're moving to calmer waters, whatever this new life that you see for yourself. Under the deck we do have, though, the Seven of Wands, and that can be like a defensive energy. This can also talk about, you know, if we're taking a step back. Hey, you girls, what the heck? This can talk about, we're taking a step back to decide if it's something that we want to fight for, if it's something that we want to defend. So it's kind of like protecting something, defending something, that sort of thing. Oh, this could be, usually I like to read the Hierophant card if it comes in reverse, is where you're challenging the status quo, because the Hierophant represents traditions, that sort of thing. So your new beginning, what you're ending something, and then you have this new beginning over here. You could be doing something your own way now. My goodness, what the heck? All right, let's clarify the Ten of Swords. I apologize about the dogs. I don't want to stop the reading and lose the energy. So, ooh, we have the Death card again for the Ten of Swords. So that's what I was hoping for. Wow. And the Six of Pentacles, which is the equal give and take, like things are finally going to start coming your way. So yeah, there's nowhere to go but up with this. This is the end of being kicked while you're down, stabbed in the back, all of that. So it's not representing you having more of that and then it ends. So that is why you're needing to rest and all of that from here. You're shedding and something is ending. Let's see what's under the deck. Ooh, Four of Wands, celebration. So that's another 4. So being able to take time to celebrate how far you've come. It also represents stability. It can represent your house, things like that. So definitely, and it also talks about everything's on the table. There's nothing being hidden when we come to the Four of Wands. That's why it's so stable and you can pause and take time to celebrate. Everything's on the table. So to have the Four of Wands under the deck and then the sixes are beautiful and they bring balance, and then another Death card here. So let's go ahead. I guess we'll clarify this Ace of Pentacles. What is this new thing coming in? Or tell me about what we need to know. Five of Wands. So competition. Okay. So possibly if you're not the only one going for whatever this is, you know, if you're putting a bid in on a house or if you're interviewing for a job, that sort of thing. But it shows that you're getting the Ace. Ooh, and we have the Star. So definitely put your hope and faith into that. So you have the Ace. So it looks like it's your time now because you have the Six of Pentacles here as well. So things will start coming your way. So it looks like something needs to be cleansed from your life. You know, we have the Two of Pentacles, which means we have to drop one of these things. We have 2 Death cards. Let's clarify. And then the Queen of Swords. She always, to me, represents, she cuts out what is not working for her. And then we have Judgment, which is talking about like a big life-changing decision where you're having a second shot at something to do it the right way. Like it's like you're having clarity on what your purpose is almost. It's like really changing where your life is going. To end on that card is huge. I'm going to keep the Star card up here. And we have the Two of Pentacles here. So, you know, it looks like, you know, when we have the Seven of Pentacles, that's mean you're going to be able to harvest. It's just taking longer than maybe you thought. So be patient. Your life will be moving to calmer waters. You might need to decide or be the one to cut something out, or set something down, so to speak. And you're going to be a novice at something, so you're going to need to be gaining more information, maybe learning something new, and also taking care of yourself and healing from what you've been through. But even though there is competition out there for what you're going for, it's your time now. All right, let's go ahead. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please help bring forth any other messages or advice for this reading for Pisces. You're really wanting something to end fast. And you're no longer letting it emotionally, you're not emotional about it. So you're going to be very successful doing it because you're not letting your emotions get to you when it comes to this situation that needs to go. Oh, we got the Pisces card. There you are. So we have under the deck Yin. Intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. So the Hierophant card is your traditions, your spiritual rule book, so to speak. So you could be challenging the status quo or doing something different or your way. You could be learning something new. You could be right at your spiritual awakening here. Just going through your spiritual awakening to where you're learning about how you want to do your spirituality. You're showing up major here in this reading. You came out with the Queen of Cups and then the Moon under the deck, and then we got the Pisces card. This says intimacy, intuition, and compassion. Those are all characteristics of Pisces. You are one of the most intuitive signs. And I feel like if someone was telling me that, I'd be like, I don't really know. You know, like, I'm not a Pisces, but I'm just saying, you know, we always try to tell you about your sign, but sometimes it's, if we are going through stuff and we're projecting our fears, that's when we get that Seven of Cups, where we're projecting our fears and our hopes and kind of just projecting stuff. So then when we're in that, we don't really know if, is this our fears or is this intuition? You know, like something might be, you know, in your gut where you're like, oh, I need to trust this, right? Because I'm supposed to trust my intuition. But then in a sense, we haven't cleared that. We haven't, you know, poured that back into the collective to bear that water, the water bearer card, you know, and kind of cleanse that. So then we could be projecting our fears and mistaking that for intuition. So I feel like with, you know, when we need to stop and take time to meditate or take time to get a cleansing, a salt bath, when we need to take time to heal from the negative energies, it's by doing that we can feel our intuition a lot better and be more into the energy that we need to hear it and receive it and all of that. So we have the third house, early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. You might be getting messages from birds or feathers also. I'm hearing the birds a lot in the background sounds, and then there's birds on this card. This is the communication house. It's also talking about early learning, and we were talking about maybe needing to learn something here. And then with the childhood relations, that's kind of giving me the vibes of challenging the status quo. Like, you know, you grew up with this religion. You know, let's say you grew up in this certain way, and your family would look at tarot or astrology and think, oh, that's, you know, that's not good. We don't believe in that. You can't, you know, all of that. So this could be you having this spiritual awakening and kind of like really honing into this stuff and feeling called to it. And so you're feeling like you're at the beginning, you know, you're learning, wanting to learn everything and go your own way. That's kind of what I'm seeing here with this Six of Swords. With the Judgment card, I guess I want to say, is all of the parts of us that have kind of been sunk and pushed down and we didn't give it a chance. When the angel blows its horn during the judgment, it's hearing that call. It's all the parts of ourselves that we've kind of not awakened, and they come to the surface to where we can change the trajectory of our life. So yeah, it's almost like you're needing to set something down of the way things have been going, and you're really in your element. you know, we have to get the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Okay, I'm going to pull a healing crystal. And we can wrap this up. I think you're trusting your intuition, your hint, you know, because we have the Yin card as well. So the more and more that you heal yourself, and the more you realize, you know, because there's been times where it's like you're having these fears and you're thinking that's intuition, like, oh, don't go to work because you might get in a car accident, like those kind of, that crap where we're having anxiety, we're having these fears, and then it doesn't happen or whatever, or it, you know, it's, you're realizing that kind of thing, of if we can calm our emotions right here with the King of Cups and not be letting our, because the reason I'm going with the fears is because under the deck, this is the heart of the reading, so this is a huge part of it. Under the deck was the Moon card. So you're already showing up as the Queen of Cups. So if the Moon is going to come out, I mean, that's Pisces again. However, that is talking about facing our fears. Which way are we going? Are we going to wait? Because this could be talking about you're at a crossroads. You know, you need to choose. You're here balancing something. You need to choose. Are you going to go a different way? Or are you going to keep waiting around for something to harvest or happen over here? It's like you're at a standstill, like this rune. You're at a crossroad. And then what was the healing part of that? Sorry, I need to cheat because I have I have the Book of Runes, the healing runes, and the relationship runes. So I need to look at this. So this is, yes, that what we need to heal is our fear. I totally forgot. And then here I am just really picking up on that. So standstill is the original runes. Fear is the healing runes. And reflection is relationship. So some of you could be dealing with relationship issues, and some of you could be dealing with really trying to decipher if, you know, you're trying to strengthen your intuition, and sometimes we're reading it wrong because it's a fear and not an intuitive message, I guess is what I'm saying. So what do we have here? Lapis lazuli. Sagittarius and Venus are the things that we get down here. It's royalty, transformation, and immortality. So we have two death cards. That is definitely transformation. So let's read the healing message. It says, regal in all forms. This crystal was most prized and sought after in ancient Egypt when it was believed to have powers. Come here, Misha. You can't sit there and cry. Come here, baby. Come here. It was believed to have powers of immortality and the ability to expand the heart's capacity for love. It guides the soul and protects its journey from life to death. True wisdom comes from within, and this crystal facilitates that by unearthing your core truths. This stone appears when you are ready for spiritual transformation. This right here. And takes you to the depths of who you are, unveiling deeper. This is the depths coming up, being unveiled. Deeper awareness so that you can become the leader of your own life. Yes, like I talked about changing the trajectory of your whole life. Okay, so yeah, you're basically going through this transformation where, and then it's talking about the guides the soul and protects its journey from life to death. True wisdom comes from within. Okay, Misha, come here. My goodness. Okay. So this is really ties all the cards together as well. Come here. Come here. I don't want her to keep whining while I'm trying to wrap this up. So I'm trying to get her to come to me. Come here. You're such a puppy. Come here. Okay, so there's definitely a spiritual transformation going on here with the Judgment and the Hierophant with the Fool card. So I feel like you could be challenging the status quo, really changing how you feel about spirituality and how you plan to practice. We have 2 Death cards, definitely a lot of transformation going on. You know, you came into this almost like in this mental jail, and you're trying to heal from whatever toxicity was going on in your life prior. So all of the devil energies, you need to heal from that, and that is the center of the reading. So you're facing your fears. I don't want to say necessarily facing your fears, but you're learning to decipher if that is a fear I'm projecting or is that my intuition in a sense. What do we have under here? Yeah, and you're really wanting to, it's like you can see it clearly, so you're moving in fast, and you're not going to you're not going to be hot-headed about it. And I want to explain the 6 of Pentacles it's the equal give and take card. So this means if, you know, say someone owes you money and here it comes payday and they're like, oh, I don't have it, I'll catch you next week. And then, oh, I don't have it. You know, like it's constantly like an unequal thing. Like you're helping people, but it's not coming back. This would be, things are going to balance out for you, and you will be, you know, like if you're in need, you will be able to get the help you need. Sometimes you'll be in excess so you can help other people, but it's not going to be a constant uneven thing where you're constantly in lack or in need or someone screwing you over sort of thing. This is when it becomes balanced and fair. So, and then this beautiful Ace of Pentacles, and then this whole new trajectory of your life in a sense. I feel like this new beginning here is a new spiritual beginning, and you're really kind of cutting out the toxicity. But it's weird because there's this ace where there's, so it's like something's coming in, but what could be coming in if it's a spiritual reading? So I feel like that's kind of where I'm still in this reading trying to figure it out. You know, when you read it all out as one big long thing, now that we've dissected it and decoded it, the only thing that kind of seems like it's its own separate thing is right here. You know, maybe it's either path you take. Maybe if you wait around for your harvest, then you'll get to pick your fruits, you know. Or if you you're headed to calmer waters. It's definitely you know, you're waking up to a whole different path, and this decision that you make will change your life forever, or for quite some time. Should I clarify this? And you know, this ties into it too, because I kept saying you need to set one of these down. Like you're juggling and you can't, there's no room in your hands to welcome in this new thing. So it's like you have to set this down. And then we have the death cards of whatever it is that you're setting down. So by cleansing out this old lifestyle, this toxic lifestyle, you're able to welcome in this new. I keep feeling like I want to clarify it with this one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. No, that was me. Let me clarify the Five of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Mishi. That was me. Sorry. Now she's thinking someone's knocking. All right, let's see what we got. The Knight of Wands. So we have 2 knights. We have the Knight of Swords and then the Knight of Wands. So definitely going in to get, you know, like going, okay, this is, the Knight of Wands is the night where you're going for your passion in a sense. The Knight, the wands represent our creative side, our fire side, what brings us passion. Ooh, and there's the High Priestess. So I feel like this, you know, there's your, she's the connection between the veil. She is our intuition. So when it comes to this Ace of Pentacles coming in, it is going to bring you passion for life again. I mean, with the Judgment, you're going for your life's purpose. So, yeah, trust your intuition. All of this, I feel like, is just kind of tempering out our waters because they say you can't give from an empty cup, but sometimes our cups are full. Our cups are emotions, so our cups are full of sadness, and that's when we have to do the Star card, where we are just going to have that hope and faith in the universe, and we're going to pour our sadness back into the collective. And you know, you're vulnerable and naked, and so by doing that, that's when you get rid of that Seven of Cups feeling, that we're getting rid of that sadness that we're holding on to. So we're no longer projecting our fears. So then we can really hone into our intuition. So to have this card here as the last card up when I'm ending the reading, and then this card here, and then that's kind of what I'm feeling for the whole reading. So you're going to have definitely a new passion on life. You're going to be able to really hone into your intuition. And then having this here, and then your Pisces card, wherever that one went. Oh, here it is. So and then this, you know, you guys get it. I'm just going to keep going around and around. All right. So beautiful reading. Thank you so much. If you feel like this has brought you some kind of clarity or peace on the situation, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.